Kelly Johnson there, pulling ahead by maybe a length. Matt O'Rourke right next to her.
Hey, so I'm still in Portland. I'm at P.I.R. watching the races and watching one of my BFFs, Kelly, race. This is, yeah, it's really hot today. It's in the upper 90s, maybe even 100 degrees. And it's gonna be like super hot for the next week. So yeah, Kelly's been racing. She's been really kicking butt. It's just a fun day overall.
Was it an exciting race?
It was. It was awesome, actually.
Good. So it was pretty cool.
It was extremely cool. And
Matt O'Rourke and Austin McKay. Kelly Johnson right behind them.
But after spending a few days in Portland, I drove, it was so hot. I had to go back to the coast. So I drove out to Tillamook. And yeah, I stayed at Cape Lookout State Park. And it's right on the beach. It's really spectacular. It's nestled right up on the coast. From my campground, I could just walk over the dune and onto the beach. Did a few really nice hikes. One of the really nice hikes was Cape Lookout itself. The trailhead is up on the hill, and the hike is 2.4 miles in one direction. And it was actually quite cold when I began, but immediately going into the forest, it was really warm, and the weather seemed really nice. The sun popped out. I did the first leg all the way out to the cape, to the end of the cape, and then it got a little windy. And as I turned around and went back, the weather seemed to turn a little bit. It just suddenly got quite cloudy. There was lots of mist. Just really beautiful overall. Yeah, so that hike was 2.4 miles one direction, so it's just shy of 5 miles if you go out there and back. Definitely worth it. It's not really strenuous. It was a little muddy when I was there because it had rained earlier in the day, but otherwise it was really great. Let me see. Oh yeah, the campground was only $21 a night. There was only a few electric and water hookups. I don't think there was any sewage at all, but they do have a thing to empty your tank when you leave. But $21, very reasonable. Showers, extremely well kept. Everybody there was super nice. I met this really nice guy at the campsite next to me, and we ended up having dinner one night. So just a really great group of people out there. Obviously campers are just a great group of people to begin with anyway. So after I left Tillamook, I drove up north a little bit along the coast and went to Cape Mears. There's a little lighthouse there. Stopped at the lighthouse, and it wasn't really cold. It was in the upper 60s, but there's just this absolutely beautiful mist. The clouds were constantly blowing over the cape, and yeah, it was just gorgeous. The lighthouse was really interesting. It's probably been closed for about 40 years, but it's still a great place to visit. And there's a little octopus tree there. Nobody really knows how it got to be the way it is, whether it was human intervention hundreds of years ago or whether it was just an act of nature. Who knows? And so now, of course, I'm back in the city in Camas, and I'll be here for yeah, who knows, maybe a few days, I don't know. I might go back to the coast, or I don't really want to go east because it's just too hot out. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.